In fact, I dey pity Peter Obi. When I look am sometimes, I dey pity Peter Obi. Peter Obi na don come outside now, come respond to Alimadu Sheriff. He said a lot, but I wouldn't want to bore you guys with rhetorics. Make una watch Peter Obi and I'll come back to tell now. Wetin me I feel in all of this.
The former governor of Borno State said, people should not look in your direction because you will divide Nigeria, that you do not have what it takes to unite Nigeria. How do you react to such a statement?
So that's directly opposite of what I would do. I will unite Nigeria. And I know what it takes to unite Nigeria.
And what will that be?
Sheriff. Am I right?
Alimadu Sheriff.
I'm not Sheriff. If you look at my record, what he said is opposite. At the onset, while he was still governor, I was there at the onset of this Boko Haram issue. His own brother was killed. So I traveled to Borno State to condole him. When people don't want to go there, I went to Borno State. It's on record. So they've been flooding in Borno State. I went there, contributed about 50 million naira, visited the governor, visited the show of Borno, I visited IDP camp in Borno. I've been to most troubled part of the north. Be it Katsina, Kebbi. I've been to Plateau up to 4 times, visiting the various affected communities when there's clean and everything. Spend time in IDP camp, help even communities that are affected to rebuild their schools for their children, went to the IDP camps, supported them. I've done that in Benue. I spent Christmas, New Year in IDP camps. So I've built boreholes in Gombe, in Kaduna, in every part of the north. When the University of Sokoto said, the University of Sokoto Agricultural Faculty said, all they need is borehole for their farm, I did it. And I visited schools in Sokoto, even when Tamoa was governor. I can go on and on. I've done the same thing in the southwest. I've been to schools, in Kogi, schools of nursing, I've visited hospitals all over Nigeria. There's no politician today in Nigeria who has been able to travel places I've been by road, from Kafanchan to Katsina to Maiduguri to everywhere. I've traveled all over the place by road. Because I want the country to be together.
And you understand that.
And I'm experiencing it. So for him to, what he's saying is direct opposite of what I would do. And I will show you an example by going to all these places. How many places have other people gone? Have you ever seen people in government today, even today, saying we're going to visit this place because of this and everything? Even the recent of your distance, I visited the governor. Go ask governors of other places whether it's for anything. Whenever there's issue, I call them. And I try to visit them. Whenever there's fire in Kanu and everything, I will go there.
Tell me about what Alimadu also said about northern tax. And you have been accused of labeling northerners. How do you respond to that?
Sure, that's the lie. It never happened. Sure, Sheriff's ADC is from the north. Most governors choose their ADC, who is the closest person from them, from their own. My ADC is from Kaduna, and he's a Muslim. ADC was a Muslim, still a Muslim. So how can you have a Muslim as closest person to you? You're giving me this report. All the commissioners that served me in 8 years I was in office were Muslims. We're not actually Muslims, but I'm from the north. So how did I give them tax? People from the north. So before I became governor, my closest or my 2 closest staff from the bank were from Kano. All the people I have, even military friends, were all from the north. So before I became president, I've always to date paid for at least, let me even because at least a Muslim every year to go to Hajj every year, and I have records of them. As governor, I was paying for Christians to go for pilgrimage. I was paying for Muslims living in Anambra to go to Hajj. They are there. I'm sure while he was governor in Borno State, he never paid for any Christian to go to pilgrimage. I was paying for Muslims to go to faith. So how can I be giving them back? And I can go on and show you what I'm doing now privately on my own, going to do borehole. As I speak to you, saying I'm supporting 4 Almajiri schools in Kaduna, in Bauchi, and this, I'm supporting School of Nursing in Bauchi, in Kaduna, the Muslim school, and I can go on and on. So you see, people, these are things they've done in the past to keep Nigeria divided.
Share when I don't hear Peter Obi. Peter Obi said a lot too. And my own question, what I will start with, let me say, Ali Modu Sheriff, you get the right to respond now. Can you come now and tell Nigerians how many Christians you sponsor to Israel when you were the governor of your own state? I beg. Because now you they say you bring Boko Haram that time, or your Borno state, it's not there be the headquarters of Boko Haram. When you were the governor of Borno state, how many Christians did you, how many Christians, I have to reemphasize again, how many Christians did you sponsor to Israel? Because Peter Obi don't tell us now, say, ain't sponsor Muslims to Hajj when he was then the governor of Anambra State. Not only that, that currently, even they support Almajiri schools and some schools in the northern part of Nigeria. You, Ali Modu Sheriff, what has been your impact with regards to the growth and development of Nigeria as a nation? It's not enough for us to malign people's character all because of politics. But we will follow them. Look, we sit back sometimes and ask ourselves this question. Why are politicians doing what they are doing? All because they want to retain power, want to stay in power, and remain in the corridor of power. They don't care to destroy a good man. I have seen on the social media people say, Peter Obi talk say, all the commissioners he got in 8 years were all Muslims. Point of correction, that statement was a blatant lie. You've heard it here. He said it's commissioner of police. It's commissioner of police. During his 8 years reign, we are Muslims. And he even mentioned names. So when he mentioned commissioners, people were fantasizing, saying they talk, saying commissioners for Anambra State. Peter Obi never said he's commissioner in Anambra State. He's the commissioner of police who worked with him while he was there for 8 years. We are basically almost Muslims, all of them. Nigeria, we know how to twist things in order to get traction, and this thing no good. I pose this again to Ali Modu Sheriff. How many Almajiri has he helped in his state? How many schools has he built after he left office? How many schools has he been supporting after he left office? These are political merchants, political charlatans, people that we are not supposed to listen to. But Nigeria, anything goes. As long as you have money, even though you be ritualists, you will get voice for the people, because people now money they don't know integrity. That is why in this country we will collect our size and we'll collect our wealth. I'll see you guys soon.